Hey guys, welcome back to Enlightened Tale. It's your host Kev here. Today we're going to be taking a look at Belinus and Brennius. They're two sons of Malmutius. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Dunvallo Malmutius left two sons, Belinus and Brennius, both of whom laid claim to the throne. Their quarrel led to bloodshed and had to be settled by arbitration. Belinus became king, with Brennius subject to him, ruling as a regional overlord from the Humber to Britain's northern extremity. The Picts had not yet arrived in this area. After 5 years of peace, Brennius was persuaded by evil counsellors to plan a breach of the treaty. He strengthened his position by going to Norway and marrying its king's daughter. Belinus realised what his brother was doing and struck first by occupying Northumbria. Brennius sailed for his home with his bride and a Norwegian army. On the way, however, his fleet was attacked by the Danish king, who loved the princess and captured the ship that was carrying her. A shift in the wind drove the Dane to Northumbria, where together with the princess he fell into the hands of Belinus. When Brennius disembarked demanding his wife, Belinus' troops routed the Norwegians, and Brennius fled to Gaul without her, and the Dane was allowed to take her home with him. Belinus, now undisputed sovereign, reigned and ratified the laws decreed by his father. He embarked on a programme of road building. The first of these paved highways ran from Cornwall to Caithness, linking a series of inland cities. The second ran from St David's in Wales to Southampton on the south coast of England. Two more crossed Britain diagonally. All were governed by a highway code for the safety of travellers, with Belinus appended to the Malmutian laws. Any act of violence committed on them was extremely punishable. Meanwhile, the exiled Brennius was ingratiating himself in Gaul. Vengeful and turbulent as he was, he could still exert charm, and his fine presence and skill at hunting and hawking endeared him to Segnus, the old Duke of the Allobroges. He married again, Segnus' daughter this time, and succeeded the dukedom himself. With an army of Allobroges, whose goodwill he had bought by sharing out the ducal treasure, he returned to Britain, and the clash with Brennius was imminent. But their mother, Tonwenna, was still living, and her passionate appeals persuaded Brennius to abandon thoughts of revenge. The brothers were reconciled once more. After another spell of peace, they crossed the Channel with a combined British Allobresian army and subdued the Gauls. They pressed on into Italy. The Roman consuls bought them off, and they withdrew northwards. Then the Romans changed their minds and prepared to attack them. Brennius marched to Rome and besieged it, while Belinus arrived with reinforcements, and the Britons took and plundered the city. Brennius stayed in Italy, while Belinus went back to Britain and ruled tranquilly for the rest of his life. He restored towns that had fallen into disrepair and founded a new one on the banks of the Usk in Gwent. This was the place that became known during the occupation as the Legion City, Sir Leon. Also, he improved New Troy with a magnificent gateway. On top of it was a tower at the foot of the Watergate giving access to the Thames. It was called after the king himself, Belinus Gata. The name as Belin's Gate survives to this day. Belinus' reign during the last 2 years was just, pacific and prosperous. The Britons had never been so wealthy before. On his decease, he was cremated, and a golden urn holding his ashes was set on top of the tower of Belin's Gate. So there we go, guys. That was another video in the ancient British dynasties. Sorry it took so long to get this one out. I've actually been super busy. Thanks for stopping by. Catch you in the next video. Peace.
I'm conquering the spirit, I'm busting through the ceiling.